Hey, so a few years ago when I was checking myself down below, I discovered a small lump on my right testicle. And the reason why I ignored it and I didn't get it checked out, I didn't go to a hospital or anything, was mainly because the idea of some doctor guy touching me down there kind of grossed me out. And I guess I was also kind of worried that if he touched me down there and I got an erection, does it mean I'm gay? And I was also kind of worried that it might actually be cancer. You know, testicular cancer could be a possibility. If you have a lump on your testicle, that's kind of what it could be. And I did some Googling, and a lot of people were saying that just because you have a lump on your testicle, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's cancer. It could be something else, like a vein or a piece of tissue. Not tissue paper, but like tissue as in flesh. So I guess I just convinced myself that it's not cancer because it doesn't hurt, and it's been a few years since I discovered it and nothing's happened. It's not, the lump hasn't gotten bigger, there's no pain developing, so maybe it's nothing to worry about. If I could, I would like to get it checked out. I would like to find out what it is, but like I said before, I really don't want some guy touching my genitals. It's just weird. And it would be so embarrassing if I suddenly got an erection. If it was a nurse doing it and I got an erection, I wouldn't really mind. Well, actually, that would be pretty embarrassing as well. And even if I wanted to get myself checked out, I don't think I could in Japan because I don't have medical insurance here in Japan. If I broke my arm and I had to go to a hospital, I would have to pay a lot of money to get it fixed because I don't have insurance. And I don't really know how it works here in Japan. In England, I could get free medical care because, you know, we have the NHS. I'm not really sure what they have in Japan. I haven't looked it up. And one of the main reasons why I don't really want to do anything kind of risky, like snowboarding or cycling or anything that involves too much physical activities, because I don't want to injure myself and then have to go to hospital and then have to pay a really expensive medical bill. That kind of frightens me. Sometimes I worry, what if I break my leg or an arm? What would I do? I'd have to go to hospital. Or I could just try and fix it myself. How difficult could it be to fix a broken bone? You just have to make sure it's set straight and you don't move it. And then it should heal by itself. I don't understand why the doctor has to touch the lump anyway. I know there's a lump there because I can feel it. Why can't I just tell the doctor, hey, I have a lump. Would you mind not touching it because I know there's a lump there? You touching it as well and finding out that there's a lump isn't really going to help things. Can't you just put me in the scanning thing and then find out if it's cancer or not, or if it's just nothing? Is it really necessary for you to touch me? I don't even know if you can die from testicular cancer if you just ignore it. What's the worst that could happen? If the worst that could happen is I just become unable to make children, then I don't really care. That actually sounds like a good thing. But if you said that I would die if I left it untreated, then I guess I would have no choice but to get it checked out. This kind of reminds me of when me and my ex-girlfriend got chlamydia, and my ex-girlfriend had to go and get herself checked out at the hospital. She was Japanese, and she described to me what they did, and it was really weird. She said she had to take off her underwear and her knickers and her trousers, and she had to spread her legs, and they put a camera up there and the doctor was touching around, and I didn't know how to feel about that. I mean, yeah, he's a doctor, but he's also a man, and he was touching my girlfriend's vagina. I bet secretly he absolutely loves his job, or maybe he hates it. After you've seen 50 vaginas a day, maybe you don't really care about it anymore. It's just like a piece of flesh to you. So I guess I have two questions. Are there any guys here who also found a lump on their testicles and went to get it checked out? What was it? Was it cancer? Was it nothing? What was the experience like? Did the doctor touch you? Did he touch you for long? Was it over really quickly? And my second question would be, if you're a foreigner living in Japan, what kind of medical insurance do you have? Because I think I should look into getting some. Sooner or later, I'm going to have to go to the hospital. Luckily, so far, I've never had to go to the hospital before, but I'm not getting any younger. One of these days, something's going to happen to me where I really need medical care. And if I don't have insurance, I don't know what would happen. maybe I could just fly home quickly to England to use the free healthcare we have. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. Do they let people onto planes if they have a broken leg? This is what the sausage looks like. Whoa! Sorry, I dropped you there. It's not very stable here. I have 2 sausages. I might be able to eat the whole pack of sausages actually. They've packed it really weirdly because there were 2 sausages in here and then there's a third one that's packed, wrapped in plastic separately, and I'm not sure how to get it out. Okay, so the next step is we're going to slice these into half. It'd be nice if I had some bread, I could make a sausage sandwich. I'm going to drop the phone again, I can see it moving. Oh no. Should have used a tripod. It'd be great if they made phones that had like a little stand on the back. Like a little kickstand, you know, like the Nintendo Switch has. Just a tiny little plastic thing that sticks out would be great to help prop it up. No, they're all too worried about making a nice fancy glass metal design. And then people get phone cases and cover the whole thing up, making it completely pointless. Apart from me, I don't use phone cases because I like to appreciate the design of the phone, especially the iPhone. They put so much effort into making a beautiful phone, you put a phone case onto it, and it just seems like a waste. Anyway, finished cutting the sausages, or the sausage, as they like to say in French, and we're just gonna wipe my hands and then put it into the frying pan. The next step is we're going to turn on the oven, the gas stove to gas mark. Oh, there's only one mark. It's not even a mark, it's just a little, I don't know what this is called, the knob that you twist. So the fire is on, as you can see. Now we're going to put the sausages. Should I use a spatula? Yeah, I'll use a spatula. And we'll just, whoops, this one closed up. You can see this is proper pork meat, not that Frankfurter crap. Now quickly, I want to put the fire down to a low heat, otherwise the outside of the sausage is going to burn and then the middle of the sausage isn't going to cook properly. So put it on to a low heat, and you might want to turn your ventilation fan on, or the whole place will stink up with sausage. Can you hear that sizzling? 3 sausages sizzling in the pan. 3 sausages sizzling in the pan. Who knows that song? Come on, sing along with me. As you can see, the sausages are cooking nicely. We're going to give it a little bit of a inspection. Oh, it's starting to burn. That was quick. I didn't think it would cook so quickly because I have the fire on the lower setting. Maybe it can go lower, I'm not sure. Oh, it's very pretty. Looks like a W. W for winner. Haha. One for you, and one for me. Yes. And we'll put some here, just in case we need a bit extra. This bottle is so annoying to use. Why can't they just make it out of normal plastic? Look, the plastic they use for this bottle is so weak. You give it a squeeze and it just crumples like this. A proper Heinz ketchup bottle would not be so pathetically weak. Absolute rubbish. Dinner is served, but it's not dinner, it's actually lunch. Today we feast. Look at that. Looks delicious, doesn't it?